So we made a tough decision and delayed the start of our trip. It's so empty. There's like nobody on the plane. Okay, I guess a quick stop at Walmart before we hit the casinos. Quick stop, and then we should be in Kanab in 40 minutes. And then we gotta sort everything out. Okay, so we're only 43 hours late starting. We're gonna say goodbye to Utah, 800 miles, hello Mexico. So we're supposed to start on the 17th of October. That means it should be the 19th due to that lovely, lovely snowstorm. It's a rough start. We got time on our side. So we made a tough decision to start our trip a little late. We were supposed to start Thursday morning at around 10. We ended up pushing to Saturday morning around 7. As we were approaching our start, a storm was starting to forecast for the Kaibab, and by Wednesday night, they were predicting the storm starting Thursday night into Saturday morning, dropping 18 inches of snow, starting around Jacobs Lake to the North Rim. So we decided to just hole up, wait, hoping that by the time we got to Jacobs Lake, all the snow would be down, and maybe the sun might even start to melt some of it. So at least we'd only be walking through snow on the ground, as opposed to walking through a blizzard and snow on the ground. So 30 miles, we'll see if it was a good plan. This is supposed to be the end of the storm, but it's still looking somewhat ominous. But hopefully the sun will burn this off. We'll settle in. A nice 50 degrees with sun, a small breeze for the next 40 days. That's pretty clear. I mean, I can't complain about that. I don't know, all the other game water is for the animals to get to, and this one's sort of locked up. It's very bizarre. Maybe it's for game birds. Whew, I'm dragging today. I think we're about 9 miles in. We're just about to get to Winter Road Trailhead. So I'm gonna stop for lunch there. Didn't have the best sleep last night. Had State Line. There was a few different RVs and side-by-sides that came in for camping. I don't know, it seemed late, definitely after we were in bed. And then just first night out in a tent, tossing and turning. So hopefully it'll get a little better. On the bright side, the water carries are pretty easy because the sun's out and it's like 54 degrees maybe. It's been fairly cool, so I haven't really needed or wanted a whole lot of water, which is nice. We got water at the 4 mile mark, and then we just grabbed 3 liters, and we're gonna carry that to camp tonight, which should be the next water at about the 21 mile mark. So shouldn't be too bad. I think 4 miles left to get to our second water supply for the day. Something tank. And then we're gonna try to find a campsite right after that, because it seems like we're gonna run into snow pretty quickly after we leave there. So hopefully we can get one more day of melting before we gotta go trudging through the snow. It is definitely starting to look a little ominous. We're sort of racing the storm towards camp. See if we can get set up before we get poured on. Well, we made it to Umbrella Tank. Here we go. We were so focused on where the water sources were, we weren't really paying attention to the burn zones. Where we were thinking we might be able to camp. It's right in the middle of a burn zone with widowmakers everywhere. So now we're forced to try to walk another mile and a half to get out of this burn zone and then start looking for a campsite. And here we are, setting up for the night. 22 miles. We got here just before dark. And it's just starting to sprinkle now. So all in all, fairly successful. Should be all sunshine and roses from here on in.